today's project diary, I will show you how to ripen your tomatoes with the help of a banana. Hi guys and welcome to Project Diaries. In today's video I'm going to do an experiment with a banana to show you exactly how you can ripen your tomatoes really quickly. Now basically, if you haven't seen my other videos, check the link out here, but bananas produce something called ethylene gas. Now this is a gas that will really help these tomatoes ripen. Now tomatoes actually produce a small amount of ethylene as well by themselves, but using this method will allow your tomatoes to turn red within about a week. So what you need is a brown paper bag. Get your tomatoes. Now you can allow a little bit more of vine to stay on it. This will help as well. Now the only reason why I'm doing this is basically check your frost dates. If your tomatoes are still green on your vine and you're expecting really cold weather or a frost, then it's best to sort of cut them off the vine and do it this way. That way you're still guaranteed to get red tomatoes by the end of the season. So tomatoes need to be around sort of 50 degrees Fahrenheit and 85 degrees Fahrenheit for them to start turning red. If you put them in a refrigerator, they're not going to do anything, and if it's below 50 degrees Fahrenheit, then they're not going to produce something called carotene, which is what's going to turn them red. Now as you can tell, today is absolutely boiling, and we're actually coming into autumn, but I'm going to do this experiment today to show you how to do it. Now there are a couple of ways you can ripen tomatoes once they've come off the vine, and there are a number of fruits that emit different levels of ethylene, so I will try and include all the ways that I know in this video. Now if you want these to mature slowly, what you need to do is just get yourself a normal cardboard box and some newspaper, and you just wrap each individual tomato up. Now the tomato at this stage actually starts producing its own ethylene, and this is basically a gas that helps it ripen. So you can do this by itself. You can wrap the tomatoes up and then just put these individually into a box once you do all of them, and then you can put this in a place that is no cooler than 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Any lower than that, don't put them in a refrigerator or anything like that, because they're just not going to ripen. But as long as it's around over 50 degrees Fahrenheit, sort of 70 to 75, they will mature. So just check them sort of once a week or every other day, just to see which ones are mature, because basically when the tomatoes are together, the ethylene will, say if one is ripe, the ethylene will then help all the others become riper. And then what you can do is, if you want it to, let me see, what did I do with it? Aha! Okay, what you can do is, if you've got your tomatoes here, is get yourself a brown paper bag. Now don't use plastic. If you're in America, obviously it's a lot easier for you to get brown paper bags, but if you're in England, do not use plastic bags. What you want is the material to breathe and allow these tomatoes to produce more ethylene. So you put them in with the little bits of vine as well. Put as many as you want in a bag, and then you can add a banana. Now bananas produce lots of ethylene, which is why it's a bad idea to put a banana in your fruit bowl. This will help ripen all of your fruit way too quickly, and it's probably why that your oranges and other fruits are going off so quickly. So try and keep the banana out of your fruit bowl. But in this instance, you really want to put it into the bag, and then all you need to do is just give it a nice seal, and again put that somewhere that's over 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Now if you don't have bananas, you can also use apples and pears. The pears will ripen way too quickly, so try and use an apple or banana and make sure that's sealed. And again, you can watch that turn red within a few days. So just to prove all those people that are skeptics about my projects, I'm just going to try and prove them wrong by giving you a countdown. So as you can see, the banana's just starting to turn a bit black, but this is after 24 hours. So looking at the tomatoes here, we're already getting a really lovely traffic light colour system. And as I say, only 24 hours in and they're already starting to turn, and the ethylene is doing really well at ripening these tomatoes. So I'm just going to place them all back in the bag, wrap it up really nice and tight, make sure all the air is squeezed out, and place this back in a room that is over 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So here they are again, 7 days after coming off the vine. and by now the banana has gone really black and done its job. So as you can see, a majority of the tomatoes are turned lovely and red. There is one that's behind, and this will take another day or so, but these ones here are perfectly ready to eat. Now again, don't waste this banana. At this stage it's perfectly good to eat. And don't forget to keep the skins once you've eaten them, because they're a great source of potassium and phosphorus. I will do a video on how to make banana fertilizer soon, so don't forget to subscribe. Now if your tomato is sort of white or a light green, this is basically to do with overheating, so you need to put that in a cooler place. Now that will take around 2 weeks to turn red. But if your tomatoes sort of on a darker green, sort of turning pinky orangey, then that will probably only take 5 days to a week to ripen like this. So give that a try. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you like my channel, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. If you'd like to keep up to date on all of my future releases, click the subscribe button here. Here are some links to some of my other videos. And if you tried this or any other project, I'd love to see your progress, so please join my Facebook gardening group where thousands of people are sharing photos and ideas daily. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.